What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here at Skiffland. Right now I have the wife and the baby packed up in the truck. We're gonna go fish off the shore over at a place called GUANA Preserve down at A1A, maybe 20-30 minutes from here. But I stopped at the shop for two things. One, I'm grabbing that Yeti 75 for a couple of reasons. One reason being I want to keep some drinks cold. The other reason being a nice Yeti 75 on a hot day when there's babies involved. Not a bad ice bath if things get a little dicey. So I'm going to be happy to have the Yeti 75 on the back of the truck. And the other reason is because yesterday when I was working on that trolling motor, putting everything together, I was watching the video again with my wife last night, and I realized I didn't crimp down the positive connector on the wire. When stuff like that happens, I just absolutely cannot sleep, man. I don't know how I slept a wink last night. I wanted to get back in here and just come and crimp it. It sucks that I'm kind of blowing the heat shrink, but you know what? I'm gonna bring the Yeti 75 and the Yeti bucket. Put some bait in the Yeti bucket, I don't know. If you're new here, I bought this Yeti 75 on Facebook Marketplace from a literal crackhead for like $100. I don't even remember how much I paid for it, but it just needed the new straps. Picked those up at Ace Hardware for like 15 bucks. So I think I'm all in this Yeti 75 for, I don't know, super cheap. Crackheads sell some good stuff. Might as well grab the old bait caster as well. Probably not gonna toss around the toppy, but good to have her in there. That Jones Brothers is looking slick, my friend. We are so close to being able to take the baby on the boat. 2 pounds away. She has to be 18 pounds to wear a life jacket on the boat. She is 16 pounds right now. So we're really close. Whenever she can be on this boat, it's gonna be me, the wife, and the baby on a boat, fishing, cruising every single day. Dude, I can't wait. This is one of my favorite gas stations right next to Guana Reserve. It's a beautiful location. Luckily they sell frozen bait Unluckily, they sell really trash frozen bait, but we got to work with what we got because there's not another bait shop for a long time around here. I sent my wife in to get the shrimp because she had to use the bathroom, and you can only use the bathroom here if you buy something. So let's see what she got. What'd you get? Let's see if they're
not big. I don't want to touch it. It made my fingers super stinky.
I bet my bottom dollar they're really small. The bait here is not great, but it is something. It's something.
Very hot.
This is where I'm parking. It says no parking because this is technically a boat ramp for anything with a 9.9 motor and under, but it's the middle of the day on a Wednesday right now, so we're the only ones here. There's some people way down on the other side, but we have this whole beach line to ourselves. Nice. Drop the tailgate. Let's see what we got. Some scrimp. See if we can get on a bite. We've done pretty well here before. My wife caught probably the biggest trout I've ever seen on a swim bait. I caught a pretty good red, a couple good trout. But I will say one thing. The alligators here are present. There's a lot of alligators. You can pretty much walk that whole tree line down there and fish. And the gators are out, and they get pretty big. One time I didn't know about the gators beforehand, and I was wade fishing. I was probably waist deep, and I looked down to my right, and probably 5 feet away from me was a giant gator. And I kind of just poked him with my fishing pole and was backing up slowly, but he was looking at me and like went under the water. I was really spooked. One of the most weird, spooky encounters with a gator I've ever had. But hopefully we don't run into that today. Hopefully we get on some fish. I like this setup as well because it is really hot outside right now. So for the most part, our baby is taking a nap in her car seat in the back, and that's good, so we don't have to worry about the heat. Whenever she wakes up though, we'll get her out here to enjoy the nice Florida sunshine. Where you at? There you are. Have a nice family day out here while keeping her very cool. That is a pizza that we got last night at Al's Pizza over at Jack's Beach. It was like a BOGO thing. We had a teal deal, a nice coupon for buy a pizza, get a second one free. So that is our free pizza, and I'm just gonna put it out there in Florida's microwave. And by the time we get hungry, it should be nice and ooey gooey. My wife is gonna fish the bottom for a little bit, see what happens, hopefully crabs don't yank her bait. I'm going to fish a swimmy along the line here, see if we can get off on something a little more aggressive. Sooner or later though, I'll switch her over to a bobber, fish the top a little more, but looks like we're about to have some fun. I think the deepest this whole entire place gets is about 4 feet. So that's good to know. First cast of the day about to go off. Get it out there, girl. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Alright, we're gonna walk this beach line a little bit. See if we can get off on something. Bounce the bottom a little bit. Oh, dang nabbit. She was swimming sideways that whole time. No wonder. It's so shallow. You kind of have to bounce the bottom unless you want to just reel her in nice and, oh yeah. Oh yeah, she looks good down there now, son. Big old jellyfish. Wife said she thought she caught a nibble. This spot is super fishy though, let me tell you. There are a lot of rocks and stuff on the bottom, so high potential of getting snagged if you fish it too slow. Something took her bait. Be right back, I'm gonna go rig her up. See how small these are? We went fishing the other night across the street over on the beach side, and we were catching some whiting. On these same shrimp, really. This circle hook is huge for this shrimp, but it's what we got right now. There you go. Yeah. I turned around at the perfect time. She was jumping up and down, excited. Let's see what's going on. Oh wait, maybe she lost one. We're about to see what happened. She just snapped her fingers, man. Ah, we're about to see what happened. What happened?
I had a little red. I brought him all the way up to right here. I could see him. And then he just went off my hook. And look, he didn't even eat.
He didn't even chomp it?
He didn't even chomp
Rats.
it. I'm like checking on the baby and it something takes off with it.
Dag nabbit. So you fought him all the way back in?
Yeah, I was trying to get your attention.
Rats. Fish down below. Let me hop in this shade. My feet are cooked. Probably more of a solid ambush point for the old gator. I'll have to stomp a nice two-step. Bring him down to the honky tonk. Come on. Something get a little frisky with my swim bait, brother. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I'll cast in this same spot all day till I get a bite. But yeah, my luck around here, as soon as I slow down the cast, I get snagged. So I'm trying to just keep it fast. I can hear the water moving under there. All right, let me check on the old lady. I'm not quite hungry enough for this pizza yet, but let's check in. Got a BLT pizza and a Supreme, or like a deluxe, a couple of ranches. Brother, I'd say 30 more minutes, that'll be a nice pie. Oh, dude, it feels like a second summer outside right now. It's toasty as all get out. I might take an ice bath in this Yeti 75. All right, let's hop in the truck, cruise over to the beach. How much did we pay to park there?
Like $4.
$4. How long do you think we were there?
Not even an hour.
It is what it is. The beach is right across the street. Beautiful beach. Parking is right here outside of the Guana Reserve to the right. And then you just walk across the street to the beach. High hazard flag. It's a little rough. I'm really just walking over here, scoping it out to see if it's windy enough to bring the baby out here. Because we're not going to have the truck So we're pretty much just gonna set her up in her stroller. There's a lot of people fishing out here, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 poles right here. It is pretty windy. Definitely not as hot over here as it was over at Guana. Water's a little rough though, let me tell you. Looks like there's a sandbar out there as well. Who knows? Super pretty out here though. Looks like a vibe. Definitely probably walk out here, walk down to the right. It's the cooler situation that's a bit annoying as well. Big old Yeti 75 only works in the back of the truck, really. I don't know if it's doable to throw it on the shoulder and walk it all the way out here. Or should I? The other night when we stopped here to fish, boy, I about lost my whole suspension. I just pulled in here like nothing. Just tanked down the side of a cliff. And then my father-in-law was behind me in his truck, did the same thing. It was rough. Stay hydrated, brother. Stay hydrated. It's September. It's fall. But it's 93 degrees out right now. Gotta stay hydrated. Still, I don't even know for how long. Another month? My wife called it the second summer today, so it's stuck in my head. It feels like it. For sure getting a sunburn.
I don't know if Anthony told you guys, but proud moment for him. Our baby says dad now.
Baby sure does say dad. How about that? She says it all day long. To be honest, she don't know what she's saying. She just walks around saying dad, 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 dad. I'll take it, let me tell you. All right. Let's get in this surf a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't have to worry about getting snagged over and over again either. Let me tell you something, brother. You can go out and party if you want. You can go to the clubs, whatever. Chase that fast life, whatever you want to do. But this is all I want right here. Wife has a line in the water. Baby is so happy sitting here watching the birds. Brother, this is what you should be chasing. This is a very, very fulfilling life. I can't encourage enough people to chase after this. Stop chasing after that crazy stuff you see on social media, whatever. Chase this. This is actually where we got engaged too. Right over there, I popped the old question. And look at us now. Happier than ever. Got our baby here on the beach with us. Only thing that would really be the cherry on top is just if we land a fish. That'd be crazy. That would be just, oh, and we got pizza in the truck? Come on. My wife and our baby are best friends, dude. It's so cool. They just hang out all day and laugh and play all day. You can't beat it. All right, I absolutely just smacked that pizza. I ate 3 pieces of the deluxe, and then I ate a piece of the BLT pizza before I realized something, that that ranch has been sitting out in the sun all day. So I don't know what happens to ranch if you leave it out in the sun all day. Secondly, that BLT pizza, it's literally bacon, lettuce, and tomato, and the base sauce is mayonnaise. There's no pizza sauce. And I thought of that too. I was like, what happens to mayonnaise if you leave it out in the sun all day? So no telling what the next hour of my life is gonna look like or feel like, but I stopped there. I stopped eating the pizza. I know I ate 4 slices, huh? But I could have eaten 2 more. I stopped myself, but honestly, I don't know. I feel like the mayonnaise is a little more worrisome. I don't know. But she is rocking the baby right now, falling asleep. So baby's gonna take a nap. I'm gonna fish for a little longer, and then I believe we're gonna get out of here. Maybe go to another spot. I don't know. It depends on if we catch anything. Because if we catch something here, we might cruise back home. But if we don't, we still have the itch. So we might go find another spot. Who knows? This is the segment of the video where we just kind of hang out and just watch the waves a little bit. And if we catch something, that's sick. But for the next 5-10 minutes, whatever, I encourage you to just sit back, take some deep breaths, de-stress a little bit, just hang out at the beach with the homie. Don't think about anything. Literally don't think about anything. Just sit and listen to the waves. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna chill for a second. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not even gonna think. I'm just gonna listen to the waves, take deep breaths, and just cast away. All right, let's do that. All right, everybody ready? We're all gonna relax right now. Even if it's just 5 minutes in a stressful day, we're gonna sit back and just chill. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. This is the last cast at the beach. Actually, this is the last cast at the beach. Imagine, you know? Feels like I got some seaweed. Yep. All right, man, we all know that one doesn't count. So this is the last cast at the beach. I got hung up on some more seaweed. It just came off. All right. Another one. This one is the last cast at the beach. I'm in some big seaweed. This might be my PB seaweed today. Yeah, that's my PB seaweed today. All right, well, maybe this is the last cast. Oh, I didn't even know. I had a little baby seaweed on there. This is rough. Last cast. More seaweed. I'm about to blame it on the seaweed. I'm about to blame this whole day getting skunked on the beach by some seaweed. This is the last cast though. All right. Last cast. All right, that actually was the last cast. We all wanted it to happen though, you know? We all wanted it to happen. All right, about to pack up, go hop in the truck, go to the next spot. I'll check in with you at the next spot. Somewhat of a plot twist. Yeah, probably in the mouth. Yeah, let's do that. I'll fish over here and you fish over there. Somewhat of a plot twist. We are back over here at Guana. I just felt like we couldn't give up on it. Maybe the bite turned on since we've been gone. The sun's out now. I wonder if that's gonna change anything. I'm grasping at straws at this point. Wow. Something nibbed your bait over here? What the heck? I'm ready to get out of here, man. I about had it. If you can't catch a fish covering the water we've covered today, then you can't catch a fish at all. Like I said, I haven't seen a single person here or even at the beach earlier catch a fish.
At least we got some sunshine. Maybe
Yeah.
even a little sunburn. I don't get that too often, so that's nice.
Yeah, it was a nice day. It was a long, slow day of fishing, I would say, but a really nice day.
This day was my idea.
We've been out here about all day, huh?
Yeah.
I just saw a mullet jump so high out of the water. I've never seen a mullet jump that high ever
They're really
before.
low, though.
Yeah, I'm ready to head on out of here myself.
Just want to keep the baby asleep. She hasn't slept all day.
Yeah, she's sleeping good in the stroller right now. I would be too. It's a nice, relaxing environment we're in right now.
At the beach is like the first time we've let her like muck around in the sand, and she loved it. I had to keep her from eating it a couple times. But
Yeah,
she loved it.
just being a dirty little baby for a little bit. Beautiful day, nonetheless. You want to say peace?
Sure. Peace.
Peace. All right, I'm making my way back towards my wife. If I get to my wife without catching a fish, whatever, then we're just gonna call it and go to the next spot. I just start taking like micro steps instead of how I was walking. Let the time last a little longer. No, I'm kind of stoked for the next spot.